Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to it, then I am Aisha, your fragrance obsessed bestie, and today we'll review another timeless classic fragrance, which is also a vintage fragrance, Chopard Happy Spirit. So if you want to know all about it, then stick with me till the end of the video and let's get this started. So first thing first, before we get to know about the fragrance profile of Chopard Happy Spirit, let's go back in time and let's get to know a little bit about it. So it was basically launched in 2007 by Chopard, of course. And the nose behind it is Dominique Ropian. I think that I have pronounced his name correct. The same guy who actually launched Alien by Terry McClure. And don't worry, I'm going to do its review soon. The name actually suggests that you have to be happy after using it, and your spirit is like, oh, calm and elated. And if you just look at the bottle, so the bottle actually is so pretty. It comes in a heart shaped bottle. The glass is thick, it's like the purple pinkish color, and I think it's a perfect Valentine Day gift, especially now because it's a vintage fragrance now. So yeah, if you want to show that the person that you have made an extra effort, then you have to go and collect this item from the you know vintage places, vintage gift shops, and yeah, uh, tell me if they are happy, if they are like head over heels in love with you or not. And now let's do the fragrance test. So as soon as you spray it, you just get the whiff of fruity fragrance, and it is because of the fact that they have contained raspberry in its top notes. But it's not like overly sweet, like candy sweet, and like those fragrances that contains vanilla in its top notes. It's like moderate sweet, the nice kind of sweet. But even then, I don't appreciate it because I'm not as fruity fragrance lover. And one thing that I think that why it's not overly sweet is because the first note also contains burnt orange. In the heart stage, the fragrance contains the floral elements like honeysuckle, osmanthus, yeah, in its notes, and it is also sweet and fruity at the stage. Ooh. Which can be a bit too sweet for people like me, but if you're into like girlish young fragrances, then you would love it. But at the last stage, the magic happens because at this stage, the fragrance actually turns very woody. It contains cashmere wood and amber and musk, and it gets deeper, warmer, and a little powdery, and it suddenly feels so comforting and cozy. And at this point, a lot of girls might not like it because it turns into a manly fragrance because of the woodiness, but I really love it at this point. And because of course I'm a fan of men's fragrances, so I literally love it. And also it actually gives a feeling of vintage fragrance, which is it has now become. So yeah, I really love it at this point, and this is the point where I think that okay, I've invested in it and it has given me the value for money. As far as the longevity is concerned, this fragrance actually lasts for around 3 to 4 hours, which is like a moderate, you know longevity. Most of the fragrances, like I mentioned in my last review for Escape, it also lasts for around 3 4 hours. um, so most of the fragrances they last for 3 4 hours, so it's not like something like, oh, it's bad or it's too good. As far as the CH is concerned, so the CH is moderate because it's a feminine fragrance, and well, I don't mind it. And it's not the kind of fragrance that's going to announce that, oh, Asha's coming into the room 5 minutes before I arrive. But once you arrive, people are going to like give you so much nice compliments because it's a very unusual kind of a fragrance, as I've told you before, because of the woody and floral fruity notes in it. And now to Aisha's recommendation whether you should get Happy by Chopard or not. So my suggestion to you is that definitely yes. Why? Because it's a very different kind of a fragrance which you don't get normally because of the floral, fruity, and woody fragrance element in it. You're going to use it, and people are going to think that, what is she even wearing? And the fun part is that they won't be able to get it easily. It's because it's a vintage item. Secondly, because it is a vintage item, you should definitely get it because of its like collector kind of a bottle. So if you're into collector kind of stuff, you're gonna love it. Definitely for me, I'm going to be keeping this bottle for the next 10 to 15 years or longer if I get to live longer. And I'm going to be using little, especially for special occasions. So you're going to do the same, use it for special occasions for you. You are a special occasion yourself, so use it on yourself, baby. And number three, it's affordable despite being a vintage item. And now you're going to come up to me like, Aisha said that it's affordable. It's not affordable. You have to find it in the right spots. And I forgot to mention that it's so nostalgic fragrance. If somebody who is into nostalgic fragrances, they're going to recognize that instantly and you're going to bond with that person. Like, ooh, ooh. Because, it reminds you of something like you're walking in the park and there are like trees and flowers around you. So it's so nostalgic in that way. And yeah, definitely give it a try and keep the heart to yourself. I'm not going to give my heart to anyone else. And this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you can know more about this fragrance on my website ashabugs.com and the pictures of it. And I'm going to like post the link of it on my website only because it's not available on Amazon. So until we meet again, take care of yourself. I love you guys, and ciao.